Seuss, changing the way we read, a la Shmoop. For someone who is considered mainly a children's author, Dr. Seuss has had a pretty incredible effect on the way we read. Of course, we don't mean that in any bizarro Seuss-ish sense. It's not like we're reading upside down on the ceiling, or in the company of a couple of perilous poozers from Pamplemousse Pass. Okay, so it's not only about the way we read. It's also about the way we interpret what we're reading. Wait, really? Are we saying that Dr. Seuss left as much of an impression on each of us as literary giants, like Homer and Shakespeare? We most certainly are. For one thing, we're all introduced to Seuss early on.
Nice to meet you.
Not many people make their way through the Iliad before first familiarizing themselves with one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Before Seuss, the only stuff youngsters read were books like Dick and Jane, short, boring exercises in rote memorization with no semblance of an interesting story, and certainly no instances of actual humor.
See, Spot has the runs.
A lunch date with Dick and Jane would have been pretty excruciatingly boring. They wouldn't be able to talk about much other than the last time they saw Spot run. Woohoo.
Run, Spot.
Seuss's books taught kids to learn with the use of phonics, the use of repetition of words representing sounds, rather than with memorization. Can anyone say onomatopoeia?
Onomatopoeia?
Although we're sure the Batman comics also did their part.
Spot's running days are over.
Pow, crash, zap. Dr. Seuss turned children's literature on its head, making it genuinely fun and engaging for kids to read. And if we discovered in our formative years that reading could actually be a good time, we were more likely to continue reading into our adulthood, or whatever you'd like to call our advanced stage of immaturity. There was plenty of weighty stuff going on beneath the surface of Dr. Seuss rhymes. Many of his stories were allegories relating to communism, racism, or environmental awareness. But even if we couldn't write a 40-page thesis paper about it before we turned 7, there was still a subconscious sense that we were being taken seriously, that we were being treated like grown-ups. Pretty cool. Seuss is largely responsible for our love of literature, and especially for the notion that a book doesn't have to be cold and humorless to be important. The next time you pick up a copy of Infinite Jest or War and Peace, well, first of all, we hope you stretched first. And second, remember that you're probably reading the way you are because of the doc.
Run, Spot.